So, isn't that strange? Every time there's a scandal going on with the higher ups of people in high places, extremely wealthy people connected to very important people, we have an event like this. Two of them side by side. Yep. I mean, it's like craziness is what I'm saying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, how did it get like this? Is the question. Who's baiting who against who? Is the question. And who's lurking in the dark of the shadows, watching all this, manipulating it all? Who is Q? That's a good question, huh? Q, question. I think Q's full of bullshit, if you ask me. I think it's controlled opposition, and all the people that keep believing in it is stupid idiots. I don't care if you like that or not. You keep buying into this stupid shit. It's because people are paranoid. They have a reason to be paranoid, but that's because people are paranoid. Paranoid of yourself. Yep. And the only reason everything's like this is because of your paranoia. And your paranoia is creating the paranoia that you're so-called fighting, you're resisting. Yeah. Well, just remember, adults, your children's children that have been captured and taught what to believe in the country, state of farming human beings. Yeah, you become a product of the corporation that raised you, had programmed you. Yeah, you think you're smarter than that, and you think that you can't be programmed. You think that you can't have suggestive programming done to you. You think that nobody can control you. But the sad state of affairs is that they are manipulating your subconscious. Your subconscious thinks that it came up with these ideologies all by itself when it was programmed from birth. Yes, because your parents and your parents' parents are captured children and taught what to believe. And how did it get like this? Well, I wonder why. I wonder who is the instigators to this madness of insanity that is enveloping the planet right now. And it's done purposely. It's not natural. Not whatsoever. There's people in the shadows controlling this shit, people. It's, again, suggestive programming. Not only through the media, propaganda. It's not news, ladies and gentlemen. Stop buying into the word news. Our news agencies are not journalists reporting news anymore. They are script writers, okay? And they read the script that is given to them. That's what they're paid for. They're not out actually being paid for their journalist work that they had done investigations on and came up with what they had their findings from their journalist investigated. So, what we have is a bunch of fucking actors up on the world stage propagandizing the lies and the perpetuity of everybody that they are trying to demonize on both sides of the aisle, folks. And I don't think you're seeing this, seeing how manipulated you really are, because you're in the muck of it. You know, with these shootings, it's really odd. You know, that Las Vegas shooting, a good friend of mine told me that he was going there. And a couple days before they went, him and his wife, which I know his wife very well and for a long time as well. I told my friend, though, because they're avid and going and entertaining themselves all the time. And I told them that the odds become greater the more you go to these places with the insanity that is happening in the world right now. And don't be surprised if you go to one of these live events and something bad happens there. And sure as shit, I marked the fucking spot right on the money. Yes, I did. I called it out. He even called me from there that night, wondering how in the F I knew how that was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen. I just predicted from the elements of the environment. Told me something bad is going to happen. It's in the atmosphere. So, needless to say, we could go back turn the time clock back. I predicted 9/11. I sure did. I didn't predict it publicly, but I predicted an event was coming. An event because the money junkies, they're never satisfied with the lust of blood. The warmongers for the lust of blood. The manufacturers of the weapons that we use to murder each other for the lust of blood, of money, blood money. Do you think that a tank company, a small arms manufacturer, an ammunition manufacturer, a tank manufacturer, a ship manufacturer, a plane manufacturer, a rocket manufacturer, atomic bombs, nuclear bomb manufacturers, do you think that they really don't want war? I beg to differ. That would be like me going into business and saying, I don't want any business. Because let's say I'm a painter and nobody can paint their house. We don't need anybody to paint their house. We already have the best paint in the world already on the houses, and they last forever. So it's unnecessary to have repainting of houses. But somehow or another, I go into business becoming a painter to paint houses. Now, that'd be stupid, wouldn't it? Because if we're not painting houses, I wouldn't survive in that business, would I? Ha 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 ha. Same thesis is what I'm getting at. So when you see these people get up there, the financiers of wars and the people that build the products for wars, say that they don't want to see any of this happen, but this is for our own protection. Now, there's some truth about the protection part. But again, like I said, if they didn't want war, then why are you in that business? And if you're only going to use and manufacture enough for our own protection, then there really wouldn't be much money in it, would there? So, when a war happens, unlimited material supply, the chain is unlimited. We will mass produce as much product as we need to so-called win a war. And in the process of that, millionaires, billionaires will be made from murdering each other, people murdering each other. Back in World War I, they learned this. They learned that more people became millionaires that had their hand into the products to support the people in the war than they ever did. They realized that that's a big business, and they should make that a business. Manufacturing war is a business. It is. On all sides of the table, ladies and gentlemen. They're all bad guys and they're all good guys, if you get what I'm saying. We're going to continue down this path until we as a people whole, if you're really tired of the shit, well, where's the shit coming from? How is it coming? And why is it coming? And who's going to benefit from all the shit that they're throwing at society? And we're just, here's the reality of that, ladies and gentlemen, is we are reacting to their actions. And they know what to act to get the reaction that they're looking for, to sway you into the direction that they want you to go. That's, again, suggestive programming. I was taught that when serious things like these things are going on, what you're being told, you need to go in the opposite direction, because they're trying to get you to go in the direction that they want you to go. And if you recognize that, go in the other direction, because, again, suggestive programming and everything that you're taught in school also plays in hand to this reactive suggestive programming. As you already have formulated opinions and understandings from the precepts of what you've been taught throughout your growing up stages, from a kid to turning into a young adult and then becoming an adult. Constantly the fervor ratcheting and pounding in your head daily, after and after, for your mind. They're mining the minds, ladies and gentlemen. And even the smartest of the groups still get hoodwinked. They get trapped into the reaction, their emotions. It's time to wake up. Wake up from this slumber, this nightmare that has been created by the people in the shadows. The people pulling the strings that no one gets to see. This is why no one knows who to go after, except the puppeteers. And all the ones pulling the strings, all they have to do is let go of the little control device. And you'll never find them. Because that's the way they work this. And these people that are puppeteers, some of them don't even know who's their fucking puppet master. That's how well scripted this global clique is. Continue to follow any of the narrative of what is being told to you right now. I rest assure you, nothing will change. You will feed into it. You will feed it. You will help manifest it into the biggest monster that you ever, your nightmares could ever fathom to conjure up in your dreams. Enjoy your life. Have a great day. And keep listening, and you'll get no change. Stop everything with everything you're doing, all considering in all of the facets that's creating this dynamic clusterfuck of a nightmare.